The Farmer and the Well. Once upon a time, in a small village in Emperor Akbar's kingdom, there lived a hard-working farmer named Bolaram. He owned a small piece of land where he grew crops to feed his family. However, his biggest problem was water. The nearest river was far away, and he had to walk long distances every day to fetch water for his fields. One summer, when the heat was unbearable and his crops were drying up, Bolaram decided to buy a well. His neighbor Dharma had a well on his land, but rarely used it. Bolaram approached him and offered to buy it. Dharma, who was known in the village for his cunning nature, agreed to sell the well for a good price. Bolaram paid him honestly and was overjoyed to finally have a source of water close to his farm. The next morning, Bolaram went to the well with his buckets and ropes, ready to draw water for his crops. But just as he began, Dharma appeared and shouted, "Stop! You cannot take that water." Bolaram was confused. "Why not? I bought this well from you yesterday," he said. Dharma smirked and replied, "Yes, I sold you the well, but not the water inside it. The water is still mine. If you want to use it, you must pay me every time you draw water." Bolaram was shocked. He tried to reason with Dharma, but the man refused to listen. Feeling helpless and cheated, Bolaram decided to seek justice. He traveled to the royal court in Agra, where Emperor Akbar was known for his fairness and wisdom. When Bolaram reached the court, he bowed before the emperor and explained everything that had happened. Akbar listened carefully and then turned to his wise minister, Birbal, to handle the matter. Birbal called Dharma to the court and asked, "Is it true that you sold the well to Bolaram?" "Yes, your majesty," Dharma replied confidently, "but I did not sell the water inside it. The water still belongs to me." Birbal smiled slightly and said, "So, you claim that the well belongs to Bolaram, but the water inside belongs to you?" "That's right," Dharma said proudly, thinking he had outsmarted everyone. Birbal paused for a moment, then said calmly, "Very well. Since the well belongs to Bolaram, you have no right to keep your water in his well. You must remove your water immediately, otherwise you are trespassing on his property." Dharma's face turned pale. He realized the foolishness of his argument. Everyone in the court began to laugh, and even Emperor Akbar smiled at Birbal's clever judgment. Ashamed of his deceit, Dharma bowed his head and apologized to Bolaram. He promised never to cheat anyone again. Bolaram forgave him and returned to his village, grateful for Birbal's wisdom and Akbar's justice. From that day on, Dharma changed his ways and became an honest man. The villagers often told this story to their children as a lesson about honesty and fairness. Moral: cheating never brings happiness. In the end, you must pay for your wrong actions.